All right, just make it. We hear you. What's up, Susie? ¿Cómo estás? I slept with my ex-boyfriend's cousin. Damn, girl. Did you get caught? That's my question. Did you get caught? I slept with my ex-boyfriend's cousin. Hello, la diablita. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? I'm doing great. Hopefully, you guys are doing amazing. But dang, I slept with my ex-boyfriend's cousin. So did you get caught, girl? Is that it? No? Shh. Don't worry, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm only gonna tell everybody that jumps in. I'm just joking. Kidding. Ashley, ¿cómo estás? How are you? How are you guys doing? I got a fun little live planned for you guys today. So I'm just gonna give people a little bit of time to join. Today we're talking about sneaky links and dirty secrets. So we all know we like sneaky links and dirty secrets, okay? What's up, 4Gen? What's up, bro? How are you? Okay. Hello, handsome. Hope your day was good. My day was amazing. Mama Butt, ¿cómo estás? How are you? I've been doing great. Weekend was great. Just got a haircut. Relaxing on my day off. How was your day? My day was great. I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be going to the, what's it called? Ice Cube concert. Ice Cube's going to be here. Hey, how are you? How was your day? Laurita, ¿cómo estás? My day was amazing. Jesse, how are you? Ooh, I got both. Ooh, I see you, girl. Yeah, I got some stories that some of you guys gave me. Take the hat off, show off the cut. I mean, my hair's not done. I'm also not hat fishing either. But yes, Ice Cube. Hey, from Montreal. What's up, Andrea? ¿Cómo estás? D, how are you? I'm doing great. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing. It's funny because I always get asked to take my hat off because people think that I'm hat fishing. No. I got some really good tea. Hey, as soon as we get into the tea part, I need y'all stories. Went on a date and slept with this guy who only lasted 7 minutes. LOL. Was it wrong for me to tell him ni la quitada? Hold on. What is it? 7 minutes, and what was wrong for me to tell him ni la quitada del calzón when he reaches out for a second time? Hey, you might maybe give him the benefit of the doubt because 7 minutes is actually longer than what most we've been hearing most here. So you're lucky you didn't get a 3-pump chump guy. You're lucky you didn't get like somebody who you didn't even feel sliding it in, you know? Maybe the second time around might be a little bit different just because sometimes the first time around maybe they got nervous. You know, maybe they got nervous with all that you're packing back there, okay? And he got nervous. But 7 minutes, to be honest, like being serious, 7 minutes is a lot longer than a lot of these guys out here. Okay, I'm just telling you that. Do these comments I pop up on stuff on Instagram, or is it just private? So it just shows up on the story. Like whoever's in the or not story, but in the chat. Whoever's in the chat is gonna be able to read it. So just careful what you put out there. Yeah, sometimes they get excited on the first time. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's happened to me. I remember my first time, like when, not my first time, but for example, my ex, the one I was with for 7.5 years, I didn't get a chance to hook up with her until I think it was like 3 or 4 months into dating or talking. And then when I knew that night was coming, I was like super excited. I was like, hell yeah, it's going to happen. I'm going to tear it up. I ended up lasting maybe like 30 seconds. And I remember I was like, oh shit, like, I'm sorry, that never really happens. And she was like, no, it's fine. And then after that, it was fine. But just that first time, she could have just been like, fuck this. You know what I mean? And then never gone back. Shit. Y cuando dices, is it bad? My man lasted a while before. How long is a while, Cindy? Okay, how long is a while? Never. LOL, the TI should private message you. I mean, depends on what it is, too. So I think sometimes it's all about esting that hype the first time up. That too. Could be all those like low key conversations you guys be having, and then all of a sudden like that's why I say always give them the benefit of the doubt, because you never know like if they were super excited, or what if they do last a long time, right? Where can we send it anonymously? So to answer the questions on the live, which we're starting on Thursday, is already closed off for October. But if you do want to DM me, if you're a subscriber on Instagram, like the dollar thing that I have, then your question goes to the top. I'm actually recording those here pretty soon, and then I post those pretty quick. That's one benefit of being a subscriber. So, or you can just send it as a DM, and I try to go in order, but you have to remember there's a lot of questions in there too. So, 30 minutes and I was tired. It's great, but I'm done. Thank you. See, I mean, I think it was Diablita. Those 7 minutes, like, you're lucky you got 7 minutes. There's some people who don't even get 7 minutes. Okay, just saying. So, I'll catch feelings for my situationship. Should I tell him or just distance myself? I mean, they could feel the same way. You know what I mean? Like, they could feel the same way. So, bringing it up. But if they don't feel the same way, then I would suggest maybe moving on. So what if you're messing around with someone and when he moans, it's like a chick? How do we even bring that up that way? That's kind of, imagine instead of like grunting, oh yeah, baby. He's like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know. Imagine bringing, like, you moan like a girl, buddy. I don't know about that one. I don't know how you bring that one up. How do you feel about an 18-year-old female dating a 50-year-old man? I mean, I would never do it. I would never do that. I don't even want to date somebody who's like in their 20s, right? You know what I mean? Because I want somebody who's a little bit older. But there's nothing you can do because people are going to do it. Whatever they want to do, if they're both happy, then go for it. Is it something I would ever do? No. So, and would it be like, say, I don't know, like, I don't agree with it because that's a huge age difference, like that 50 and 18. But again, there's been what's his name, Bill Belichick, the Patriots old coach. He's 74 and his girlfriend is 24, I think. So you know what I mean? Like, again, to each their own. Jeanette, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Yeah, it's mostly, or once I back that ass up, it's game over. Oh, hell no. Cause I like dude to moan like a grunt. Yes, it spuns like the day. Cause dude sound like a grunt scare me. I'm 33, messed around with a 24-year-old. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, like a 24-year-old. But you also have to remember, like, if they're 24, if you're looking to be serious with them, you know, 50 and 18 is gross. All right, so we're going to talk about sneaky links and we're going to talk about dirty secrets. Okay. So, just out of curiosity, who here has, just say me if you've ever had a sneaky link. He trapped her with a baby. Oh shit. Yeah, 50 and 18 is wild. Yeah, it's a little crazy. And then trapping her with a baby. Nope, LOL, I'm married. Let's see. Me, Delfina, La Diablita. I'm 33, hooked up with a 24-year-old. My ex-fiance was 13 years older than me. Never, but definitely a sneaky link. Sneaky link and friends with benefits is the same thing. So just FYI, okay? See, for the most part, almost everybody, like a lot of people here, a good majority of the people here have had a sneaky link. Now, who wants to be, I'm curious. Just curious because, you know, your boy is a little curious and he likes to be a little nosy and ask these questions. Who right now is in one right now? Well, Diablita says currently, hello. Who is in one right now? Okay, you can put me, hands up, whatever you want. Me, Delfina says I can't have sneaky links because I catch feelings. Where do you live? I live in Gilbert, Arizona. Yo, Edgar, you are me for almost 2 years. Yes, once a month. Not right now. I don't do those. Never have, never will. SD says her. Okay. Baby D. Baby V. Let's see. I made a mistake and got married. Like you married the wrong person? Is that what you're saying? Now, not right now. I'm trying to be good and behave. Ooh. All right. Here's my next question. Okay. Because again, you know your boy's nosy. Who? It doesn't have to be right now. Right now. Have you ever had a sneaky link and been dating somebody else at the same time? The adrenaline is everything. Faithful broke it up 2 weeks. LOL, because he got caught. Because he caught feelings. See, Priscilla says that her sneaky link caught feelings. Yes. Teresa says yes. Yeah, I was immature, and there's nothing wrong. Like, we all make mistakes. Yes. Yes, when I was younger, me. Yes, and left him for my husband. Yes, kinda. Yes. See, there's nothing wrong. Got to keep your options open. Absolutely. Now, since I've been recording all of this, I'm going to go and snitch. I'm just joking. Imagine I go and post it and be like, look at all these girls. They've all had a sneaky link and dated somebody at the same time. Now, for those that don't know, sneaky links and friends with benefits, because I get, like, somebody just asked too, like, what is a sneaky link? A sneaky link or friends with benefits is somebody that you just meet up just to hook up. Okay? That's what you do. You meet up just to hook up. Some people confuse it, saying, like, situationships and sneaky links are two different things too. Because situationships, you guys do like boyfriend, girlfriend things, but then, like, you guys never make it official. Sneaky links should just be, you meet up, you hook up, that's it. You're not, how is your day going? Like, how they're, text them throughout the day, like, go on dates with this person. None of that. I got my hat too. It's so dope. What's up, DJ E Weezy? I know I got this one. I got the other one too that just came in too. I have one. I just started to date someone. Hold on. It's a little too slow for me. We're over here being chismosas. We need something a little more upbeat. So just FYI, friends with benefits, sneaky links are the same thing, but then situationship is something different, right? So that's what I define them as. Okay, my sneaky links catch feelings. They catch feelings to that ass probably, huh, girl? As soon as you start backing it up, they probably catch feelings. They're like, oh my God, what is this? But then that's another thing. Like, for some people, they can't be in some like a situationship or friends with benefits because they do catch feelings, you know? So, like, that's why you have to be careful. If you know you're a person that catches feelings that late, you know? So, and also, you may not know that you're the sneaky link. Okay? You may not know. The gorilla grip always gets me. It's got them weak. Like, if they're hitting you up, like anything past 11, I don't. Some people are like 2 a.m. You know, anything past 11 p.m. at night, and they're hitting you up. Like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? You're probably their sneaky link, and you don't even know it. Okay, just letting you know, you're probably their sneaky link, and you just don't even know it. Okay, so just FYI. And to me, again, remember how I tell you, don't date like in the same friend group, coworkers, anybody you work with, neighbors, gym you go to, again, because shit can get complicated real quick. But that should also be a place where maybe not to find a sneaky link, because if you have to constantly frequent that place, you don't think it's gonna get kind of awkward? I mean, if you do well with awkwardness, then go ahead. But you also run a risk too of getting caught. Like, you don't know if they're married, you know, and those type of situations too as well. So, no, I was just reading my little notes that I have over here. You just named everything. How the hell are you supposed to meet someone? Oh, like, there's plenty of, I say avoid, like, okay, work for sure. Avoid work. Okay. Gym, I get it, but I always say avoid the gym, because especially if you go at the same time, like at this time all the time, right? Those two, like, for sure, like work and no, what was the for sure ones? I have it over here. Your work in the circles that you're in, like your ex's friend, ex's cousin, you know, like people that you know already. Those should be like off limits. If you want to do the gym, cool. Like, if you go out somewhere, cool. It's so easy to have a sneaky link be somebody you already know, because you already know it, right? or already know them a little bit. So he means for sneaky links. Yeah, so I would just say avoid that because it can get messy real quick. Okay. And then how I get the question all the time too, like how long should a sneaky link be? Again, it depends on you. There's some people who can go years. There's people who've gone years having a sneaky link and they don't catch feelings to that person. But there's some people who they're going to have a sneaky link, they hook up one time, and then guess what? They want to marry this person, okay? So it just totally depends too. So you just got to be, you got to know how you are, or if you feel like they're catching feelings, because you may not catch feelings, but they might catch feelings. So that's the difference there. I'm at this guy and he was my Uber driver and now we're together and I'm the happiest I can be. See, look, an Uber driver, somebody she met randomly. Okay. You think that's true? How to get them is now how you lose them. What if you both separated to handle your personal business to maybe later go back together? Like with an ex, is that what you're talking about? My older sister is now dating my young sister sneaky link. See, this is why I'm telling you, like, you have to avoid these people. But did they know that was their sneaky link too? Because maybe they should have let them know a little bit. But yeah, like I said, mentioned before, friends with benefits, sneaky links, almost the same thing. So I don't care what people think. It's the same shit, just a different name. Okay. And you should definitely break it off if you catch feelings or if they're catching feelings, because it's only going to get worse. I'll tell you that. So, and it's okay. Don't let other people tell you, I would never have a sneaky link. People have needs. People want to feel that, have those, crave that connection with another person. So if you're single and you want to have a friends with benefits or a sneaky link, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let somebody else tell you that that's not right. Maybe they want to be in a sneaky link, but they can't because they're married or something. Even married people have sneaky link. What's up, Bells Beauty? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? So is a casi algo and a Sancho different? Yeah, because a casi algo is like a situationship. Like you're kind of like together, not together. A Sancho is a side piece. Let's be honest. Let's label it how it is. A Sancho is a side piece. That's what he is. So now we both had partners and we were both struggling in those relationships, and I feel like we both made a connection. That means the sneaky link should be very temporary. Hi, Yolanda, ¿cómo estás? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they should be temporary, but again, some people prolong it a little too long, or they, like I said before, they end up catching feelings, which it tends to happen. So, and something along those lines, right? So what I wanted to talk about as well is dirty secrets, because I know a lot of you sucias and sucios have some dirty secrets, okay, that are eventually going to come out. So, or if you find out these secrets from your person, this should be like indicators and being like, they lied about this, maybe we should move on, right? So one of the top things that a lot of people hide, I looked it up, is hidden debts. Like they owe money, maybe too much credit card debt, have a lot of loans out. They took too many vacations and they use loans. They use credit cards to go on these. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm going to take this off. So that is one of the biggest things that people lie about. I looked it up. Is they lie about their financial situation and they lie about like them being in debt, which should be a red flag right away. Okay, if you find out that your person that you're talking to hid, like, hey, like I'm actually way in debt, like I have a shit ton of credit card debt, that's a problem. Now, if their credit card debt is like because they used it to buy something, meaning like something that's making them money, that's a little different. But if they used it just on like random shit, no, absolutely not. So, question, could you be so nervous around a female that you don't get? Yes, that's also a thing. If you listen to the podcast I did about ED, it can be an issue. Like it can be performance based. Like they get nervous. You know what I mean? So being freshly single is so scary yet exciting. I mean, Mari, you have to be careful out here. Have your red flags, have your boundaries, because shit can get crazy out here. Okay. So another thing that people lie about, which this one actually came in second compared to hidden debts. I thought this was going to be first. Is that they secretly still talk to their ex without you knowing, you know? And so now co-parenting is a whole different situation. Okay. If you have to co-parent, I understand that part. But if you guys are having conversations more than co-parenting, that's a problem. And if you catch your person talking to your, like, seeing how their day is going, okay, that's a problem. So far we got hidden debts, which was number one, lying about their exes. So do a lot of people lie that they still talk to their exes? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I talk to my exes? Fuck no. And I expect that from my person as well. And you should also expect it from your person. Whatever you do when you're single, cool. You can do whatever. You can talk to your ex. You can sing to your fucking ex. I don't care. But if we're together, now there's some boundaries. Co-parenting, whole different boundaries, right? So that's why, like, you got to make it strict too. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not that bad. He says it's nothing serious, right? No, hell no. Wow, that's crazy. I would have pegged the debts. Some people are good at lying about the debts, though. Okay, some people are good about lying. And that tells you a lot about how they are. Because if they cannot manage money very well, that's a huge red flag right there. Like, what makes you think that all of a sudden that they get with you, they're going to be the fucking accounting wizard now, right? No, they're just going to use your money to get them in a horrible financial situation, you know, even deeper, get you into one too. So now another one that people lie about, I don't know why people lie about this one, because you're going to find out, right? Especially if you start talking to this person for a while. Is another secret that they keep is babies, kids. Like, they legit lie about their kids or the amount of kids that they have. Like, there's no reason to lie about that, because that's eventually going to become, it's going to be out in the open. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to find out how many kids this person had, you know? So, no, not the babies. Yeah, like, people lie about their kids just because they want to seem like maybe they want to seem like they didn't abandon the kid. Be like, oh, like, I don't want to tell her that I'm not really in my kid's life, right? Or he just might make an excuse saying like, oh, I'm not in their life because of the baby mama, right? So the kid drama the secrets has to do with that, whichever one it is, because everybody's different. Like, they could be lying to you saying that their baby mama's crazy, doesn't let you see the kids, or X, Y, and Z, but in reality, they never try to see the kids. You know what I mean? So, like, it could be something like that. Oh, yes, no, that's crazy. My sister would lie and say her kids was my mom's, that my nephew was her bros. See, I'm telling you, like, it's actually a thing. What's up, Ohana? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Like I mentioned before, like, I went on a date with this girl a while back ago, and I would always see her post. Well, I thought it was her daughter at the time, and then I was like, oh, you have a daughter? And she's like, oh, no, that's my sister. I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, that's my sister. And I didn't say anything after that, but I was just like, I mean, you post her a lot, and it kind of feels like that's your, like, daughter type of post. But I was like, oh, well, maybe I read the room incorrectly, okay? I was like, shit, my bad, right? And then later on, I found out that it was her daughter. And there was no reason to lie about that. So that's something to be aware of, because, you know, some people be keeping those things a secret too. Not things, be keeping the babies a secret. So, and the last one that I have, the secret that some people have, the fourth most common. Do you guys know what it is? Do you guys know what it is? Let me see. Can somebody guess what the fourth most common thing is? Oh my God, I have 4. I wouldn't even lie that. I want to see if you guys can guess it. Never deny your kids. Hey, handsome. What's up, M? Flores, ¿cómo estás? Age. I would think guys keep more a secret. Credit. Nope. Lie about the living situation. How many women they have been with. Criminal history. That they still live with their ex. Addiction. STD. Body count. These are all solid guesses. Very solid guesses. Like, and I'm sure they are very common too. Hygiene, their habits. I have a great co-parenting relationship with my ex, but the stepmom, oh my God, your voice, so I'll let you guys know, a job. That's true. Some guys would lie. It's not that one though. So they lie about, we just been talking about it, having a sneaky link. That's another little secret that they keep. Is that when they're with you, oh, I'm all about you, baby, but they still got a sneaky link. Because I'm sure you guys can relate to some of these. They're like, oh, my ex got with somebody, but he still comes back to me, you know? And so it could be the sneaky link type of situation. So teeth. Because they'll lie about that. If they can get the cookie from whoever they're with at the time and with you, they're going to try to take both. Hold on. Are you guys good over on IG? They're saying that it froze. Frozen. Hold on. Let me know if you guys, what that mouth do. What's up, Ali? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Are you guys good on IG yet or no? Yes, no. No, he froze. All right, hold on. Let me start it over on IG real quick. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm just going to restart it real quick. You did freeze, but now it's over. It freezes here too. I don't know why it freezes. Like, it out of nowhere, it just started giving me issues. Maybe I have to get an updated version or see if there's an update. But, so like I mentioned before, sorry, IG, that it froze. I don't know what the fuck was going on with it. It just froze, right? Are we good on IG? Everything good on IG? We lost you? It's because I restarted IG. What did they lie about? IG, we good? We good? Hi, my favorite person is on IG. Or, hey, what's up, dreaming the same dream? I just want to, yes, all right. So the fourth thing that they lie about, like I said, is the sneaky links, okay? And you guys have seen it in some of these questions that I do. They will leave, get a girlfriend, and still come back to them, you know? And that's what I was saying is, like, if you can have your partner or your new partner, and then they can still have the side piece, they'll take both, okay? Like, I've seen so many videos or like so many questions of that they have a girlfriend right now, but they keep coming back to me, you know? So that's the fourth most thing that they lie, like the little secret that they got is that they hide the fact that they still have a sneaky link that you don't know about. You think it's all about you, but then they still have a sneaky link, okay? So I'm not saying they all do, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that that's the fourth most common thing that is kept a secret. And this, so the number one lie is to multiple cell phones. Fuck that. See, multiple cell phones can mean different. It depends on the person, okay? I get it if they don't have a necessity for multiple phones, but I got two phones. I got one that's a work phone and one's a personal phone. I need the two phones. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. So that's why I'm saying it depends on the person. So now, let's talk a little bit about the pros and cons, sneaky links, okay? Let's start with pros. Let's start with the good things, right? The good things about having a sneaky link is that if you have some needs, you got somebody to fulfill, right? Somebody that's gonna be able to satisfy those needs, and you don't have to get into no type of relationship where, like, are they cheating on me? Like, he's being an asshole to me. He's not treating me right. He's not taking me out. You're just there to hook up. That's it, right? No strings attached. You're just there. Spread them open. You're like, devour me, and then go home, right? That's it. So it can be also exciting and spontaneous because it could just be like a random, hey, like, what are you doing? Come over, or hey, I'm coming over, right? So all part of the pros. And another pro about sneaky links is, since you really have no strings attached with this person and you're just there to get satisfied, you can easily bring up, hey, let's do this. Hey, I want to do this, or just do it because you're there to try new spicy things and get fulfilled whichever way that you want. Right? And that's why some guys will try different things or do different things with the sneaky link, because it's like there's no real connection. Like that's not your girlfriend, and you can do whatever you want, right? Not everything you want, but you can try a lot more stuff. So there's also that. Now, let's talk about some of the pros or cons. Some of the cons about having sneaky links is either you might catch feelings or the other person might catch feelings. Okay? It might be either or. You don't know. And also you don't know like if you are, because you could easily say that, hey, I'm not going to catch feelings. I'm just here for a hookup. But you, for some reason, you start catching feelings for this person because maybe you like how you connect with them, right? So again, you just never know. Why do men feel like they can't do that with their wife, though? It's a bunch of different reasons, right? There's no one right answer. Maybe they did try to bring something up and they shut it down, right? Hey, like, we should try this. And they're like, no, I'm not trying that. And now they're just like, well, I can't ask her to do freaky shit. You know, it could be that. Again, I'm not saying that's the case for everybody else. It could also be that since this is your wife, like, and you guys haven't really established that like communication, they feel like they can't bring it up to you, or they can't talk about it, or they feel like you're gonna judge them or something, and so they don't bring it up. With somebody they don't know that well, they can easily be like, "Whoa, shit, I don't even know this person. Like, hey, let's do this." So it could also be that like there's a bunch of different reasons why. There's no one exact reason like this is why they do it. So it just depends on your guys' relationship dynamic. So, and what's going on there. So that's why you guys in the beginning got to be open about talking about like what you want and what you need from that person. Do you think a healthy relationship can come out of friends with benefits? It can. Does it happen? Not very often. Right? Because if the guy's there just to hook up and you start catching feelings, you're going to be like, or he's going to be like, fuck, like time to end this, you know? Or vice versa, right? So again, it just depends on the person. Now, another con is it could end badly, especially if, like you guys mentioned before. So let's not act like none of you guys were with somebody and had a sneaky link at the same time. It could end really badly too. Like, you get caught. It's a messy ending, meaning like, even if you weren't with somebody, messy ending, like you told them, no, you didn't want to do this anymore because they were catching feelings, and then they flip out on you, they freak out on you. Like that could also happen. That has happened. Right? Because they caught these feelings for you and now they're going crazy because they want to keep you. So that's another thing that could happen. And another thing that could happen too, you thinking that you guys are like a connection, right? But for him, you're just a sneaky link, like a side piece link, right? Is if you get, say you post him on social media without him even knowing. And then he's like, oh, fuck. He gets caught. Somebody calls him out and be like, yo, this so-and-so, he's dating so-and-so over here, right? So that could happen too. Okay. I had a friend that got caught at the hotel. It was a bad ending. See, that's what I'm saying. I miss my sneaky link. He was, fired, but now I'm in a relationship, so don't cheat. And I'm glad you're very aware of that, Ohana. So, let me see. Hold on. Now, another thing, somebody brought it up a little bit ago. Can sneaky links or friends with benefits end up being boyfriend and girlfriend or a serious relationship? Yes and no, because if you're just there for a sneaky link just to get some, and the other person isn't, they start catching feelings, it's going to be very difficult, to both be on the same page. And sometimes a sneaky link is just somebody, not the person you want exactly. Does that make sense? Like, this ain't the type of, like, for the ladies, this ain't the type of man. What's up? It's Cassie. How are you? This type of man is not the man that you want as a partner, or even a guy. This ain't the girl that you want as a partner. And so you don't see them being serious. Like, you're just there to get some. So it's hard not to catch feelings. What's up, my chulo? What's up, Brenda? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Cheat or get cheated on? It's cutthroat out here. You keep freezing. Hopefully it stops freezing. I don't know what's going on. Like, I need to figure this shit out. Maybe I need to get another one of these things. The updated version. Maybe that's why maybe they're doing it on purpose, so I get the updated version. So I actually had some questions that I found. Not questions, but little confessions. I thought it was my Wi-Fi. Keep options available. So also, every now and then I also posted on TikTok as well that I'm gonna talk about a certain subject and I get some stories. So you're getting too popular. Whoever said that is on point. After work, all my coworkers are drooling over you. Hey, shout out to your coworkers. So the first story that I have. So again, these are sent in by you guys. If you guys follow every time, so let me just let you guys know. Every time I do a live that's not the questions, we're gonna be doing topics like this, and I ask for stories like along the lines of this. Okay, so the first story that I had is I had a sneaky link for almost a year. He came to my wedding. And he came to my wedding as a guest on my husband's side. We acted like we never met that night. That was a little secret. Okay. That was a little secret. It's been a while and it's freezing. Hopefully it stops freezing. I don't know why it keeps freezing over. I'm monitoring myself over on TikTok and mine's not freezing. I don't know why it's doing that, but that's deep. But imagine that. That's why, like, you got to be careful out here. This shit is the wild, wild west out here. Imagine I had a sneaky link for almost a year, and he came to my wedding as a guest on my husband's side. So that means it was either a family member or a friend of the husband. That's crazy. That's why you gotta be careful out here. You gotta be careful out here. All right. So the next one that I have, and I like these examples. That way you guys can get an idea of some of the stuff that are going on. So, my sneaky link was my neighbor. One time his wife knocked on my door and asked me for something while he was literally hiding in my closet. It didn't tell me what she was looking for, but imagine the sneaky link is the neighbor. And she went over to ask to borrow something. She should have said what it was. That would have been the story a lot better. While he was literally hiding inside. She probably thought, that's why he probably went in the closet too. She probably thought, or they thought, oh shit. We caught, this is it. It's over now. But she knew, maybe she did know and wanted to see what their reaction was. Or maybe she just had no idea. Again, just like Alma Rosa says, very fucking risky to do that. Your neighbor and your wife is, or maybe she came home early and she did know. Maybe she did have cameras. Again, I don't know. This just makes the mind wander. She suspected something. She probably didn't. There was that gut feeling like, oh, let me go over there. Let me see if she's there. Maybe I'll catch him. So she should have just went in. You know what I mean? She should have been like, fuck this, bah, kick the door open and then go in, right? That's what I would have done. If I had a strong feeling my girl was in there, I'm breaking that door down. I don't give a fuck. Charge me the door. I did that once. Oh shit. It's Cassie says that she did that one time. Did you catch the person cheating? That's my question. Come back. Okay. Now you gotta come. We want the tea, girl. Instead of sugar, he got some ass. Stay away from the neighbor. Hold on, Cassie, I'm waiting for you. She said that she actually broke in and I asked her if she caught the person cheating. Yep, they were on the couch. It was at your friend's house. What? My friend's house? Oh, I was like, what? She says, yep, they were on the couch. It was their friend's house. Okay, she corrected herself. Yeah, see, like, now that you guys explained it too, I also feel like she had a gut feeling that he was over there. She should have just broke the bitch down. Okay? She should have just, because I did that before and almost went to jail. I'm risking, Mel, I get what you're saying, but I'm risking going to jail to find out. I would rather go to jail and find out and actually see it than to just, I think the feeling is worse sitting outside, right? Sitting or like being out and always thinking like, are they doing it? Like, I don't know. Like, it's eating me up inside. Again, I get it. She said, no, not if you have kids. Get it. Totally understand. See, that's why I see it differently though. Cause I don't have kids. You know what I mean? So I would bust that bitch down, get in there, see it with my own eyes. If they want to arrest me after that, call the cops, and cool. As long as I saw you and I realized how this is going. So I'm going to catch a case and sit in jail saying, catch me in jail. I waited for the right moment for someone to open the door and ran in. Oh, okay. You knocked on the door and then you went in. You little liar. Little Susie liar. No, I'm just joking. I'm talking about breaking that bitch down. I'm breaking and beating the shit out of both of them. All right. So the next one that I have is I had a sneaky link with my boss. The crazy part, some of y'all are crazy. Okay. I had a sneaky link with my boss. And the crazy part is that my man works there too. To this day, neither of them know. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are crazy. They do the wildest things. Like, literally. She says, I had a sneaky link with my boss. The crazy part, my man worked there too. To this day, they both don't know. Or did it say they both? To this day, he don't know. Oh, to this day, he don't know. There's my dyslexia. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if she got to the point where she needed a sneaky link instead of her man, why didn't she just leave her man? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, why didn't you just leave your man? Instead of being like, well, this relationship is shit. I'm gonna go find somebody to hook up with. But hey, if you didn't get caught, you didn't get caught. But if I release your name, you're gonna get. I'm just joking. I would never do that just because I want you guys. I like that you guys feel confident enough to send me your guys' stories and I cut your guys' name off. So I would never share. So sorry, but we're here for the tea. All right. So the next one that I have is, it started off as a sneaky link. 4 years later, we're in a full relationship, but our families still think that we met just last year. I mean, that was not so bad, right? That's a little secret that they wanted to be they started off as sneaky links. 4 years later, they're in a full relationship, but their family thinks that they just met last year. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? That one's, you guys were hooking up for a while, and for some of you guys that were asking, can you eventually turn into a full-blown relationship? Yeah, absolutely. But why would you lie about, like, maybe because they're a little embarrassed about that, right? Because it probably is that. Because I remember when I asked my buddy where him and his girl met, the ones that end up getting married, he was kind of hesitant in the beginning to tell me where they met. But then he was like, oh yeah, he's like, we kind of met online and stuff. I was like, oh, Facebook? And he's like, nah, he's like, I'm like, Instagram? And then he told me it was Tinder. And I was like, Tinder? There's nothing wrong with that. He's like, yeah, we met on there and we were hooking up first because that's what it was going to be. But they ended up really liking each other and they're actually married to this day. So again, there's nothing wrong. It depends. What if they were cheating? What if they were cheating because that won't work or last. Other guy, can you take Sneaky Link serious if you're a cheater? I mean, they probably have a Sneaky Link if they're a cheater. Tinder hookups. You think after being friends with benefits, we are marked as hoes? No. Do some guys might say that? Probably. But you could say the same thing about them. You know, because if you hear that they're saying that about you, and you could just be like, okay, what does that make you? We were doing the same shit together, right? So, do I consider that? No. People have needs. People go through things. There's nothing wrong with that. People have a past. If you had a Sneaky Link, cool, whatever. And afterwards, cool, whatever. But they're gonna make you look bad afterwards. Meaning, like, say it ends bad, they're gonna be like, oh, she sleeps with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you know, those typical petty behaviors. It's okay, I love you back in the days. Does Sneaky Link mean cheating or just someone you hook up with and not telling anybody? So again, like my definition of it is Sneaky Link is just somebody you're hooking up with, right? Like not dating, not anything serious. Can that end up being one of you guys the side piece? Yeah, it could be that, but I think it's Sneaky Link and friends with benefits is almost the same thing to me. So what do guys think about like playing with yours or playing with theirs? Which one are you talking about? Lil Bear says, then he a hoe too. Latika, what's up, girl? Yeah, me too. That's what I thought. What do guys think about? So I'm waiting on Baby V to answer me. It's okay to be a hoe. Just be smart. My Sneaky Link became my husband. See, was that Brenda? Yeah, Brenda says that her Sneaky Link became her husband. Playing with mine. Oh, okay. So there's nothing wrong with about booty play. Like I always say it too. If it's on the menu, yes, please, I'll take some. I'll add some onto my plate. Is it something that I require from a girl? No. You know, and there's some guys who love it and there's some guys who don't love it. So again, if it's on the table, yes, please, girl, I'll even go back for seconds. So he was the one that started saying no feeling. Wait, hold on. What is it? He was the one that started saying no feelings with me, but they caught feelings first. Hey, that's what happens. I'm telling you. Ali says, eat that ass. Yeah, my Sneaky Link, we've been together for 4 years. Dang, he froze again. Please, is IG still frozen? Man, I don't know why IG keep freezing. We good over on IG? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yes, no, yes, no. I'm waiting for IG to answer me. Is it still frozen? It's still frozen, Ohana? Hold on. I don't know what's going on with freaking IG. Yes, it's frozen? Yes, it's frozen? What is... Somebody tell me. Yes, it's frozen? No, it's... Or yes, we're good? Oh, all right, cool. All right, so the next story that I have is... She was supposed to be my Sneaky Link, but she accidentally tagged me in her close friend's story. My girlfriend saw it. Now I'm single. See, them tags. He was trying to keep a secret. But then she ended up tagging him. See, remember how I was saying the other day? You shouldn't be, like, this whole posting his arm, posting his hand, posting just a little bit of him. No. I'm not saying like hold his hand, hug him, or kiss him or anything. Kind of like if you're walking close, doing a little pan around, you know, like you're at the club or something, have him in there. That way, like if someone sees him in your story, they'll be like, oh shit, I know that dude. He's dating so-and-so. You know what I mean? So like kind of like put him on blast. Because clearly he had a side piece, and then she ended up tagging him, and then his girlfriend saw it, and now he's single. Oh, social media, they will fuck you up. All right, the next one that I have is my Sneaky Link would only see me during lunch breaks. Later found out he was married and told his wife he was working overtime. That's why, didn't I say avoid work? Because just because you're single doesn't mean the other person's single. They could easily be like, "Oh yeah, I'm not with nobody," and then they end up having a whole wife, a whole husband at home. Okay, so like they said, my sneaky link would only see me during lunch breaks. Clearly, just like a work thing. And then later, she found out that he was married, and he would tell his wife that he was staying at work. He was working overtime. That's what I'm saying. Oh, workplaces. And you know why it happens at workplaces? Because you spend so much time there, you start developing, which should only be friend relationships, right? It should just be friend relationships. Some people take that further than a friend relationship because you spend a lot of time with this person, right? And so, like, or these people. And so you naturally start getting like, you know, your coworkers, your work friends and stuff like that. But then some take it a little bit further because for the most part, some people are spending way more time at work than they are at home, you know? So how did she not notice the money wasn't adding up? That's true too. I mean, she was probably just blind to it. Maybe she knew that was going on and she was just like, whatever, as long as he comes home to me. Because some of you ladies make that excuse. Say I'm lying. Some of you ladies make that excuse. Well, as long as he's coming home to me. Because I've heard that before. As long as he's coming home to me, that's all that matters. He can do whatever he wants. He keeps saying he's broke too and going elsewhere. On the girl, what a loser, girl, run. Preach, brother, boy, you ain't lying. Hell no. Yeah, some girls let the guy get away with it because according to them, at the end of the day, they're coming home to them. Sneaky links are over for me. I'm over my sucia hair. What is the difference between a breadcrumb hookup to a Pika Halo hookup? What? What's the difference between a breadcrumb hookup to a Pika Halo hookup? I don't know what you're talking about, girl. As long as he's paying my bills. All right, let's get into the next one. I was someone's sneaky link, and then his girlfriend DM'd me saying she knew, and she didn't even care. Hey, this is perfect for you, Ohana. She said as long as he paid her bills, she was cool with it. Why are you making an excuse for these guys? I was someone's sneaky link. The story was, I was someone's sneaky link, and then his girlfriend DM'd her. Okay? DM'd her, saying she knew, and she didn't even care. She said as long as her bills are being paid. What? Why? Why would you let that? And she was cool with it. Literally says right there, she was cool with it. Why would you guys? No. That's a hell no for me.